Welcome to Thrive at the Top, the podcast for leaders, safety professionals, and decision makers navigating high-pressure industries and done with surface-level solutions. Here, we talk about the realities of human performance, psychological safety, resilience, and what it actually takes to sustain people and performance in complex operational environments. I'm your host, Mabel Munyimani, Human Performance Risk Strategist, founder of Memem Complete Wellbeing Global, and the creator of the Safe Pillars Framework. We spend a lot of time encouraging people to speak up. We tell employees to ask for help. We tell pilots to disclose concerns. We tell leaders to check in with their teams. But there's a question we don't ask often enough. What happens when they do? Because disclosure is only one part of the equation. The other part is whether the organization is ready to receive it. If someone raises a concern, do managers know how to respond? If a pilot reports fatigue, is there a clear pathway for support? If an employee discloses a mental health challenge, do they know what happens next? Or are people left wondering whether speaking up was a mistake? And in many organizations, the intention is good. The posters are on the walls, the policies exist, the support services are available. But when someone actually comes forward, the experience can vary depending on who they speak to, how the manager responds, or what department receives the information. That inconsistency creates uncertainty, and uncertainty erodes trust. People are far more likely to speak up when they believe they will be treated fairly, supported appropriately, and guided through a clear process. That doesn't happen by accident. It requires systems. It requires leadership capability. And it requires clear pathways. And it requires organizations to look honestly at whether their current approach is creating confidence or creating hesitation. The organizations making the greatest progress are no longer asking, why won't people disclose? What they're asking is, have we built systems that people trust enough to disclose into? Because disclosure readiness is not about encouraging more people to speak. It's about making sure that when they do, the organization is ready. And that may be one of the most important human performance questions leaders can ask. If your organization relies on self-disclosure for safety, performance, fitness for duty, or employee well-being, there is an important question to consider. How confident are you that your current system is safe enough and ready to receive it? Not just the policy, not just the reporting process. The entire experience from the moment someone decides to speak up. At Memem Complete Wellbeing Global, we help organizations assess disclosure readiness across leadership response, psychological safety, support pathways, governance, and recovery process to identify where trust may be breaking down before it becomes a safety or performance issue. If you'd like to understand how disclosure ready your organization is, we invite you to schedule a confidential discussion with our team. Because encouraging people to speak up is only half the challenge. Building a system they trust enough to speak into is another. Thank you for joining us for this disclosure series. If you found this conversation valuable, please like, subscribe, and share it with your colleague and leadership teams. And remember, technical performance does not eliminate human vulnerability. We'll see you in the next episode.